Forget everything you have heard about the micro-LED display hype. Forget the endless rumors about futuristic screen technology that never seems to actually arrive on your wrist. Apple is quietly shifting its focus to something far more practical. They're focusing on something you will actually use every single day. Fresh supply chain leaks have just confirmed something massive behind the scenes. It is known internally as Project Mesa. If you follow Apple's history, that code name points to one major shift in how we use our devices. The annoying passcode screen on your watch could finally be gone for good. Imagine never having to peck at those tiny numbers again with wet or sweaty fingers. We are potentially looking at the first true biometric security upgrade on an Apple wearable. For years, unlocking your watch has been a clumsy experience. You either rely on your iPhone being nearby, or you tap tiny digits on a tiny screen. It is frustrating, but Project Mesa changes all of that. The Touch ID sensor is coming back, and it is going straight to your wrist. This means instant access. This means faster and more secure Apple Pay transactions. This means your private medical data stays locked down, but easily accessible to you. It is a huge leap forward for daily convenience. But here is the crazy twist that no one saw coming. The Touch ID sensor is not even the biggest change coming to the Apple Watch Ultra 4 design this year. The real shift is happening right under the sapphire glass. Apple is finally moving beyond algorithm-based estimates. For years, your watch has relied heavily on software to interpret your heart rate and your blood oxygen readings. The sensors would collect a little bit of data, but the software would essentially fill in the massive gaps. It was a lot of intelligent guesswork. If your wrist was sweaty, or if you're moving too fast, the watch would just guess your heart rate based on past data. But the Ultra 4 is rumored to replace that old approach entirely. Apple is bringing in raw hardware precision. We are talking about true one-to-one, real-time tracking. This pushes the watch much closer to a real medical-grade device. It is no longer just another piece of consumer tech that you wear for fun. It is a serious, pinpoint-accurate health monitor. This marks the absolute end of algorithm-driven guesswork in fitness tracking. While these sensors are becoming much more advanced, the inside of the watch is getting a total, ground-up redesign. The new S11 chip is reportedly pulling off something absolutely incredible with battery life. It is doing something that should not even be physically possible in a watch this compact. Apple has completely re-engineered the internal layout. By shrinking the logic board by a massive 15%, Apple has reportedly managed to do the impossible. They have found extra space inside a tiny wearable, and they are not wasting a single millimeter of that new space. They have put a massive high-density battery right into that extra room. The goal here is not just getting a few extra hours of battery life. It is the complete end of charging habituation. You will no longer need to plan your entire day around your watch charger. You can forget about battery anxiety. We are looking at a true 48-hour wearable. It can survive a full, intense weekend of heavy GPS use without ever seeing a charging cable. Imagine going on a 2-day hiking trip in the mountains. Imagine tracking every single mile, every elevation change, and every single heartbeat. And imagine doing all of that without ever having to pack a heavy power bank. That is the new reality the Ultra 4 is bringing to the table. But Apple did not stop at the battery and the new health sensors. There's also a massive, hidden upgrade coming to the action button. This change completely alters how you trigger shortcuts. It is especially useful when you are in the middle of a tough, exhausting workout or wearing thick winter gloves. That bright orange side button is finally becoming pressure sensitive. This brings a brand new, layered interaction model right back to your wrist. A light, quick tap could start a simple timer or pause your music. A firmer, harder press could activate an entirely different shortcut, like dropping a waypoint or starting a dive. This essentially turns one single physical button into multiple different controls. It is brilliant design. It means less time looking down at our screen and more time focusing on your actual activity. And while that is a huge functional leap forward, the real visual standout this year is the new stealth titanium finish. This is not just a fresh coat of dark paint. It is a highly advanced, diamond-like carbon coating. It is specifically engineered to be incredibly resistant to scratches and everyday wear and tear. This directly addresses one of the biggest complaints about the current titanium models. The older models had a major tendency to show nasty scratches, dents, and scuffs when exposed to really harsh outdoor conditions. This new stealth finish changes that completely. It is built to withstand everything you throw at it. It looks sleek, it looks incredibly professional, and it is far tougher than ever before. You will not have to panic every time you accidentally bump your wrist against a door frame or a rock. When you step back and look at the full package, the picture becomes crystal clear. You have the Project Mesa biometric system bringing Touch ID to your wrist for instant unlocking. You have massive, breakthrough battery gains that allow for true weekend-long tracking. You have true hardware-based tracking that rivals expensive medical devices. The Apple Watch Ultra 4 finally feels like Apple's original vision brought to life. It is no longer just a fancy smartwatch for casual users. It is rapidly evolving into a serious precision tool built for highly demanding use. It is finally closing the gap with high-end, pro-grade dive and outdoor watches from brands like Garmin and Suunto. The only big question left now is whether this massive leap in technology comes with a painfully higher price tag. If you are still using an original Apple Watch Ultra or even a standard Series 9, this feels like a true, undeniable generational jump. It is not just another minor, boring yearly upgrade. So, the real choice is up to you. Are you ready to switch to built-in Touch ID, rugged durability, and massive battery life? Or are you still waiting on a micro-LED display that might never actually show up? Either way, the Ultra 4 is finally fixing the everyday, annoying problems that users have complained about since day one. In my honest opinion, this is the most exciting and necessary product Apple has designed in years. By finally ditching the gimmicks and focusing strictly on battery life, extreme durability, and raw sensor accuracy, they have created the ultimate everyday tool. It is an absolute must-buy if you want true reliability on your wrist. So what are your thoughts about the upcoming Apple Watch Ultra 4? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon like that.